stupid enough, or is it cowardice, or whatever it is? I don't know. Is it whatever it is? I don't know. But Sowore understand it. And I saw on TV this Prince Chalaka or whatever his name is, and the rest of them. Some of them Igbo, but for the most part, mostly Igbos. You know,
Igbos. They are the most ones speaking out there.
Because they are believing that P2B, you know. Yeah. So that is their belief that P2B can become. But there's no way P2B will be president. Come on now, look. Okay, if we go by their argument, yeah, and we say okay, and Tinubu spend another 6 years because he has to spend 6 years. He's like second year now into his first term, thereabout. So if he spend another 2 years, because we are 2025, 26, 27, that is 2 years more or less, or a little less. Then he goes again for 4 years. That would be like 6 years, right? Now, then the power will return to the north, the Fulanis, eh? And they will spend 8 years. You'll be looking at close to 2 centuries or a century and a half thereabout. Yeah, where would P2B be before it will come? So you see what I mean? So like maybe 14 or 15 years from now, for those who are hoping on P2B to be president, because trust me, no matter what happens, Tinubu is not gonna relinquish the power to P2B in any way. Yeah. So you are looking
8 years for them.
Eh?
He's not going to play with his 8 years. He won't gamble with this.
Of course. So the North will go for their own. Then you tell me what will be the situation or condition of P2B. And when he come back after Fulani has spent 8 years, which we are just speculating now, nobody knows. Within the 5 years, and you know, it's just, I'm speaking hypothetically, nobody knows if Nigeria will remain in one piece, even for next year or this year. So only God is only in God's hand. So, but more like, you know, speculation. So if he comes, even if 14, 15 years from now, and they come back to the South, who is to say that Yoruba or will not, you know, or even who is to say that it will be P2B, because even Dave Omahi, he said that it's not the time for Ndibo, that when it's time for Ndibo, he will be the one, because you see, you know, so when is the time for Ndibo? So anybody banking on P2B, you are just being mischievous, because force is not going to win 2027 if Nigeria is still in existence or in one piece. America, they've made their own predictions. Of course, they made the one before also, but we don't know. But we live now in a different time frame, and for us, we know where we are going. So that one is not in question at all. We know where we are going, what we want, and with our effort and praying that Chuko Kabiyama will continue to complement it. Because as a human being, you have to do your best and let him complement the rest. Because even for this to be happening, itself alone is a miracle on its own. You know, that the spirit that has taken over Sowore, that he won't give in, he won't give up. Yeah? A man who is not Igbo, we know he's Biafran, you know, from the coastal region area. He said it himself too, you know, but the way he's taking it upon himself because of the injustice, and no nation can survive under such high level of injustice. No nation can survive it. That the authority, they stand by and watch why the armed Fulanis and Islamic terrorists are just taking over trying to take over everywhere with impunity. Sometimes the government is actively supporting them. And in their military, they almost control the whole power in the military. That is why you can't go and be able to deal with them when even they are in operation, because those military hierarchies, majority of them are terrorists themselves. So they know the agenda, like Kunle Olawumi said, that they are in the military, top brass. So the agenda is that they want to Islamize and Fulanize Nigeria. Therefore, you can't touch the terrorists. And that's why they can come out in the open yielding guns and ammunition, sophisticated weapons, surface to air missiles. They can bring down plane and stuff like that. And nothing. Nobody talk. You can't even. Oh my God. Oh dear, my dear brother. So now I think they moved away from where they are originally to a different place. We will continue to follow, and it's just the first day. It's just starting now. I'm sure that everything is gonna snowball, and fingers crossed, we'll see what happens.
Yeah, we continue to follow by the grace of Chukwu Abiyama. We will see whatever happens. We are not giving up, and the statement have been made, and I believe that international media, they are watching and they are seeing the high-handed way the government is doing, the violent way the governments are treating the people. As always, when they say people are violent, they are the ones that are a violent government, a terrorist government.
Yeah.
At every given point in time, they have always been the one violent.
Yeah.
They are the one that is violent every time, a terrorist government. And that they will be the one to turn around and begin to blame us. They will turn around and they blame us. Meanwhile, they are the ones that are violent, displaying their violent attitude at any given opportunity, simply because people are asking for what is right. It is our right to protest. There is nothing we are asking for except freedom. That's the only request we made. Allow us to be free. Allow us to be whom we are supposed to be. Allow us to do what we are supposed to do. That is all we ask for.
And you know,
go ahead.
You know, Mazi, Tinubu, I learned that is also a very stubborn person, just like Mubarak, Hussein Mubarak, the former Egyptian president. Yeah. When this whole thing started in Tunisia, you know, and of course I know what happened, the reason why it started in Tunisia. It was very, very spontaneous. And it shifted from Tunisia to Egypt. Then Obama, the son of Lucifer, you know, he called Mubarak to tell him to just give it up. Mubarak told him no, that these young people, these, you know, Gen Z, that they don't know whom he is, that he is Pharaoh, that he's very stubborn. That was his word. He said that he's a very stubborn. In fact, he said that he's stubborn. He studied stubbornness in the school. Yeah. Then it's okay. All right. Eventually, it took a long time, but he was overwhelmed eventually.
Of course.
And the military...
Mubarak can be overthrown after 40 years.
Okay.
Who are you? Who are you that you're not going to be brought down?
The military eventually turned against him.
Yeah.
They turned against him. Then that was when they arrested him. I think he's late now, yeah?
Mubarak, I've lost count about him, all those idiots. I think he's dead. Yes, I think he's late.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say, that he's probably he's dead by now.
At the point he became incapacitated, he was in the hospital and all that, going to court and all whatnot.
Exactly, because when the military stepped in, they arrested him, and they now put him in I think a house arrest or something, or from there to a military hospital where they were treating him, and he probably passed away. So, but that's to show you, because Tinubu is one of those who believe that he is in charge, very much in control. Just because of what he succeeded in doing in Lagos, he just took over entire Lagos and control every apparatus in Lagos State. Everybody paying tax to him. The toll gate, everybody paying tax to Tinubu. That's how he became a billionaire, coupled with the drug criminality that he was also involved in, very much involved in it. So he made billions and billions, and could have a bullion van to himself, moving money around, even when he's not, even for just an ordinary citizen, he was moving money around.
You can imagine what he'll be doing now as a president.
Okay. Bullion van flooded with cash. And nobody could talk to me. He was not a governor then. He was not a president. He was nothing. Just an ordinary citizen.
Ordinary citizen.
Moving van, bullion van. So that is
during election.
During election, you know, indescribable. It's insane what goes on in Nigeria. So he believed that he's very much in charge. But every day now for the thief, one day, now they be for the owner. Yes. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah. Those he has damaged, those he has bought their brain. Not only in Yoruba land, even in the Igbo land and different places. Those he has completely turned their, oh my goodness. They believe. And some of them are the people pushing all this narrative here and there. You know, they believe that they can suppress anything that not be Nigerian people. Just come and shoot, you tear gas and every, you know. Who be this? Okay, you want to play? Make we see.
Yeah, let's hear from this guy, one of the people who are confessing the personality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and all that.
Okay, okay, the supporters of the protest.
Yeah, let's hear him.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Nigerians. My name is Comrade Atiku Issa, the National President of NANS. I'm here to address you today on the planned protest for the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. As the National President of NANS, on the day of my inauguration, some touts led by Olugbenga Adeyeye, Olushola Ladoja, Lukman Salahuddin, Babatude Akinteye, known as Baptine, came with machetes and took me away. And I was later arrested by the Department of State Services. While in their custody, I stayed close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And I realized that he is a man of great passion and love for all Nigerians, irrespective of where you come from. He helped me while I was in detention, gave me valuable advice, and stood by me. And today, I am a free man. Now, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is somebody I know very well. He has been unlawfully detained by the government because he hates injustice. And we must stand with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I urge all Nigerians to come out on the 20th of October to protest and ensure that he is released. If bandits and criminals will sit with government representatives with their guns and still go back to go and kidnap, humiliate, maim Nigerians, I see no reason why Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should continue to be in detention. Let us all come out. It is not the fault of these criminals in government that people are suffering today, but because people have become docile. They accept anything, and that is why these people will continue to humiliate those docile Nigerians. Let us all come out en masse. The power of unity is stronger than the power of those in government. Let us not be afraid of anything, because I believe that life can only be worthy of living if living is to the fullest. We must demand for justice and ensure that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is released. Thank you very much. I remain Comrade Atiku Issa, the National President of NANS.
You can hear a true confession of the personality of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This guy that is speaking is not a Biafran, he's not a Christian or a Judaism, he's a Muslim. Confessing the good work of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
From the north?
From the north. So
he's a northerner.
When we talk about these things, it is not attacking a religion or a particular set of people or group. That is not what it's about. Some Nigerians always misunderstand it. When they hear Biafra, their blood will be boiling. I can't just understand it. I don't know why. When they hear Biafra, their blood will be boiling. If you hear Biafra, why not? What you are supposed to do is that when you hear Biafra, if you are from Oduduwa land, you say Oduduwa land. If I say all hail Biafra, you say all hail Oduduwa. If you are Arewa, you shout your own, all hail Arewa.
Exactly.
As simple as that. But some of them, when they hear you hail your own country, they get angry. They'll be tearing their clothes, tearing their pants. I begin to ask myself, why do people get so angry when they hear Biafra? Why do they get so angry? I am not forcing you to be a Biafra. I didn't come to your land to take your own land. I didn't cross your own boundary. Just for the fact that they hear that voice, they see them, they become uncomfortable. I can't understand it. Why is it difficult for people to embrace peace? Embrace peace. It is peace that Biafrans are asking for. Live and let's live. Bleak and bleak. That is all we're asking for. The only worries we have is that you are forcing us to be in a place that is not meant for us.
Yeah.
You are forcing us to a place. Not just that, you by your attitude, by your actions, by your legislations, it is clear that you don't want us. It is very clear. Even when we try to pretend to be part of you and see if you can understand that we are important, you don't care. And we decided to pull out completely and focus on our own life. Still yet, you get angry. You don't want us to go. Who does that? Who does that? For how many years? For how many years we have been trying as much as possible to see if we can reintegrate into your Nigeria. We have tried for so many. After the Civil War from 1970 till date, people have been trying to see if they can be able to reintegrate the Biafran people. Even though you promised the 3R, reintegration, reconstruction, and rehabilitation. These three, you did not do any one. You promised it, but you didn't do. Biafra by themselves decided to do these things that you promised. Reconstruction. The Biafrans by themselves reconstructed their cities and their towns. Rebuild their road and everything. They do it on their own up to this moment. The reconstruction, which even the idiot in Anambra State that called himself Soludo, when Atiku Abubakar was contesting, Atiku Abubakar came to make campaign. He reminded Atiku Abubakar about the 3R. Just this election that brought Tinubu, when Atiku Abubakar came to Anambra State to campaign, this idiot Soludo told him, reminded him about the 3R. That 3R has not been implemented.
Yeah.
He reminded Atiku Abubakar. And yet, that same idiot today is one that said that he will not talk about Biafra. He will not talk about his brother. He is focused on election. We reconstructed our tribe. It comes to rehabilitation. They did not rehabilitate us. Instead, they continue to remind us of the damage they did to our brothers and sisters, our parents. No rehabilitation. Instead, when we give back to our children, from primary school, they begin to show our children that they don't belong here. They will make your children to begin to ask you a question. Daddy, are you sure this is our home? Why is it that after writing my exam, I scored 300, yet I could not get admission in a federal university? But my classmate from the north, who scored barely 50, who is not even regular in class, got admission into a federal university. Your child will be asking you, Daddy, is this really our country? No rehabilitation, no reconstruction. Come to reintegration. They never wanted us. It is we by ourselves transported ourselves to all parts of Nigeria again. We went back to Borno, we went back to Sokoto, we went back to Lagos, we went back to every other region where they drove us out. There was no plan to rehabilitate us. We went back. When we got back, we rebuilt, we created a job for them, we employed them, we made their life better, we closed their swamp, we built cities for them, we gave them light, we gave them road, we gave them our tax. And yet, they did not accept our reintegration. Look at what they are doing in Lagos. destroying everything that represents the Igbos that built Lagos, including historical names. They are removing it. Every name that has to do with Igbos, historical names, including Michael Obaras, the people who we are who you cannot write the story of Nigeria without mentioning their names. Everywhere a name that resembles Igbo in Lagos, they are removing it. Why they are removing Igbo names? Remember, in Lagos, they still have Victoria Island.
Yeah, British names.
That represent British.
Mm-hmm.
That represent Queen Victoria.
But the people you say the people you say you want to, yeah, the people you say you want to have the same country with, you are removing them.
Just imagine.
Yeah.
Just imagine. They are removing the names of the indigenous people. Indigenous people. But they are celebrating the name of Queen Victoria that is dead long, long ago. They are still reserving land for her. They are still reserving, and our people will go to that Victoria Island and buy land and proudly put them plate number Victoria Island, address Victoria Island. But people that have added value to that very place, you remove their name. Michael Opara, that the story of Nigeria cannot be written without calling him. You remove his name. Even Charlie Boy, who entertained you in Lagos and made Lagos what it is one of those that held the street of Lagos.
Yeah.
Charlie Boy played a major role in the street of Lagos. They took away his name. Seeing all these things, we know that we are not one people. It's acceptable. We are not one people. We are not one people. And we are not saying it out of anger, out of hatred, out of strife. We are not calling for violence. All we are saying is live and let's live. Peacefully. Let everyone go at separate ways. Our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa, took a bold step to conduct self-referendum. In case you're not sure whether Biafrans are willing to go or not. Self-referendum, of which almost 60 million Biafrans voted on that self-referendum. Conducted online and offline with video evidence. After that very referendum, the next thing you're supposed to do is to acknowledge and recognize that very referendum. Many international organizations have recognized it. If you don't recognize it, then conduct your own. Conduct your own. And let's see. You refuse. Today, Omoyele Sowore stand in guard for peace, for justice, for everybody. Just like my brother Christian have reminded us, Omoyele Sowore fought for El Zazaki. The same thing you are seeing today was what they did to El Zazaki group. El Zazaki group, they shot many people. Many of them, we saw them on video camera. They were shooting them direct. Many of them died. El Zazaki group, we saw it live. They were shooting live bullets. People were falling. In Abuja, this same Abuja, federal capital, where there are international community also. Live bullet on video. The video is still online. It's still on Facebook today. So nobody can deny and say he didn't see it. They were shooting members of El Zazaki live bullets because they were protesting. Look at what is happening today in Abuja. Because Biafrans are asking, free Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And before this protest was conducted, the police was informed. So you can't say that maybe they took laws into their hand. The police was duly informed that a protest is coming up. A peaceful protest. And Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a speech and advised everybody, told the lawyers, it must be peaceful. And that has been the routine from day one. That has been the routine of IPOB. Every time they are conducting a protest, it is always peaceful protest. But at every point in time, they always open fire on us. They always open fire on us. Not the first one, not the second one. And this one will not be the last one. They are still going to do it again, again, and again until we walk away from this evil entity called Nigeria. It is only the destruction of this evil enclave. That is what is going to solve the problem. If you don't destroy it, it will destroy you. If you do not destroy it, it will destroy you. I appreciate Omoyele Sowore for standing tall in the face of the bullets, in the face of all the intimidation. Look at him. He is still there, protesting and speaking loud. In all they are doing to intimidate him, they shot at him. Maxwell is there. I think Maxwell have arisen now.
It's yeah, Ejimako is the one that is not there now. Eh?
Yeah, I think it's a strategy. All of them cannot assemble in one place because it is very, their plan.
Yeah, but he tweeted, or someone, Sahara tweeted that he was arrested or something.
Yeah, he has been arrested. Yeah, he has been arrested. As for Aloy was arrested because he was on the same place with Omoyele Sowore when they came, when they were shooting at them. They arrested Aloy Ejimako and the younger brother to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu with other bystanders.
And hopefully this brother that left from Germany, the one on visit to the zoo, you remember his name is Peaceman, is it? Peaceman.
Yeah, Peaceman.
Even
before now, I knew that it might be almost impossible for him to be able
to cover it.
Yeah.
Maybe you still have like 10 o'clock by me here. I think that would be the same in Nigeria too. So obviously, maybe he hasn't gotten up. I don't know, but at some point, maybe he will give us update on what is going on. You remember? Because he told us that
he promised to give an update, and I told him to try and give us. Even if he did not attend, it didn't come out. At least he should have been able to.
Because when you're on the when you're on the ground there, you get more information. The very important thing, like Shora has done now, is that that place initially they were and they were being shot at, they left the place. Yeah, that is it's also a good strategy. Now nobody also you know. So
Sure, you know, Sure said yesterday that he knows that they're going to stop now unifying them, but there are other options that they can. They have many other places to assemble. So if they stop them, the other people should come in on the other zones.
He has been on this almost all his life. He was barely in the 20s when he narrated the story of Abiola, how everybody, they were all appealing, international community, for the release of Abiola. They refused. They just completely refused to do that. And what happened is that eventually when Abiola died, they said they were going to release him the next day. Can you imagine that? A man was put in prison, being tortured. He was being tortured in the prison there, physically being tortured by the regime. And everybody appealed to them to let him go. They just paid deaf ear. And eventually the guy succumbed. They said that they already have planned to release him the next day. And can you imagine that? So that's what Showore said, this is part of their plan, you know, but we will not allow it. And so therefore we will not allow it to happen again, you know, so that then you go and compensate a guy who doesn't deserve it, a guy who is one of them, you know, because it was Obasanjo that inherited that, or rather benefited from it. The one who is buried is gone already, you know, and all his wealth and everything, they are all dissipating everywhere. He was the richest then, but not anymore, you know. But Obasanjo came from nowhere with little or nothing on his account. Today, he's one of the richest people in the country because he benefited it. They now gave him the presidency in compensation, you know, to the Yorubas. And it's incredible. Incredible. So that is what Showore said, that he knows what they are doing. You know their game plan. And their plan is is evil in every ramification, because if they say that they will want him to be pardoned, that means they want him to submit, to denounce Biafra. It's not going to happen. That will never happen, because even before that, they came to him in recent time, before this protest now, to tell him that we will let you go, sign, but you denounce Biafra. And then, of course, that is it's a no-brainer. From day one, I have personally been telling you that Nnamdi Kanu will never will denounce Biafra. That is not going to happen, because he knows the assurance, he knows everything he has gotten from Chukwuka Abiyama. He knows where he's coming from, he knows where he's going. So that is not going to happen. And even that pardon, if the terms of signing of anything, Nnamdi Kanu is not going to sign anything. He hasn't committed any. He didn't commit any. It's his crime. He said it's his right to agitate. He said it. So you can't ask me to come and seek pardon or to beg for forgiveness when it's my right to do what I do. So that is the situation. But yeah, sure. It's man. We are so grateful for how he has allowed himself to be used in a time like this. And yeah. Oh, there you go.
Remember, today is also NSAS Remembrance Day. 5 years of NSAS.
Oh my goodness!
For all those who died for NSAS, he just did it now.
Oh my goodness! You know that not much emphasis was made on that. So today is his anniversary.
It's today. Today is the anniversary. Showore just spoke about it now in that place where they observe 1 minute silence for those who died during the NSAS. It's today.
Mazi, can I ask, the image I'm seeing right now, is it from the protest of today?
Yes, this today protest, everything I'm showing you today protest, that's Showore there.
Okay, because I'm not seeing it clearly enough. But
today's protest.
Yeah, you know that NSAS was another genocide, but and oh my goodness, nobody is held accountable. In other words, the government of Nigeria is structured in such a way that it's meant to massacre its people again and again and again. They did it in the one that happened not too long ago, 8 bad governors. They did it in NSAS. Way before then, they've been doing it, and they continue to do it. And I've never seen a government that continued to behave in such a manner. I've never seen it. I was in UK here.
Government now.
Yeah. I think I was in the Netherlands when there was a protest in the UK some years back. And accidentally, I think because they were the military, was it the military? Either the military or the police, they came out to, at least, as usual, right, guide the protesters and to make sure that the people don't take advantage of the whole protest, like hooligans and stuff like that. So the military or police were, I think it was probably the police, and using water cannon. And in one instance, they used tear gas, and somebody who probably had already, how is it called, underlying issues health-wise, right? Yeah, you already medical issues. So the tear gas led to the person's death, right?
Yeah.
Do you know that the officer in charge?
That's the same thing that killed Okadibo. Now, Okadibo was the same thing. They tear gas me, died too.
Exactly. So it happened in the UK here, and the officer in charge was prosecuted for that. He was prosecuted for that. Sorry, because so that is how nation behave. That is how nation has to administer justice, and it has to be seen to be out there for everybody to see. Because when people are protesting and you are security personnel, you don't come with excessive, if you use excessive force, then you are guilty and you will face the law, because the people, they are not, you are not at war. It's not war. They are not carrying arms and ammunition. So if you come down heavily and something goes wrong, you'll be held to account. But Nigeria, over the many decades, they never ever hold anybody to account. So you begin to ask yourself, what kind of country is that? What kind of country is that? The answers was the should I say the worst of it all. Hundreds of people were massacred at Lekki toll gate. Some dumped into the river. So up to today, there are people that say they've not been able to identify for one reason or the other. Hundreds of people, eyewitnesses, people who were there, they said they just massacre people on the floor everywhere. And nobody is held to account as we speak. And it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Who does that? Who does that? And Red or Mockery want to defend the same entity that is doing this. And you tell me that the human being.
Of nine his defense.
Yeah. Yeah. I saw him on I saw a clip, but it wasn't very clear, but I don't know if it was the day he went to Arise with the Mike Donald or so, but Charles Anagolo was really like telling him that the level of humiliation he has brought to himself. Yeah, it's incredible.
That video where Charles was talking to him in the studio.
Yeah.
It was Arnold that posted it. That was the day Arnold said that was the day he arrived in Nigeria. He said that day he ambushed him. He even allowed him to take a shower. He took him directly to the studio.
Because I said they block me. I don't have. I'm not. Okay. So and I had people some say that he has more stuff to reveal about Omoyele Sowore. I'm sorry about Reno Mokri. The guy is just I don't know. If not that we are talking about Nigeria, the guy, and maybe I will find a way to write a piece about him too. And you just never know who lashes onto it. I don't know if he has either visa. There's this kind of re-entries kind of visa that America issues somehow, and there's also those who I don't know if he has a stay or whatever it is that enables him to go to America, but he has to be banned. His appeal has to be made. Yeah, appeal has to be. Yeah, appeal has to be made for them to revoke his visa, whatever it is, because to behave in such a manner, deliberately conniving and covering up genocide against Christians, and brought an American ex-mayor to kind of humiliate him or tricked him into connivance with genocide. He should be his visa has to be revoked. He has to be revoked. And if he dare to go to America again, he might run into a serious trouble, because news flies. Sometimes you think people don't know, but news flies up and down. So
they are keeping record for him.
Yeah.
They are keeping record for him. It is very important. I thank God that Sowore never backed down. He never backed down. And that is the spirit. If you like, arrest everybody. Only one man standing will be there.
They asked him.
That's Maxwell in the front. Group by group, they are going to join the group in the front. There's another group in the front there.
Yeah. And the one interesting question, even before the question, the interview he granted, you played it before. I don't know if it has to be a different one, because on multiple occasions now, I've seen them asking him that if after the protest of today, for example, at the end of the day, right, today, and even Nnamdi Kanu is not released, what happened? He said they will continue. He said that. Yeah, he said that they will continue until he said they are gonna bring him home. They will continue. Definitely. So the journalist that interviewed him, the one you played, I don't know if he's a Sahara reporter or whoever it is, but that is what journalism is supposed to be about, right? That is journalism. If you listen to that interview, the guy was very, very, should I say, upright or neutral, because journalism is all about neutrality, putting the facts.
Sowore is a journalist himself, so you don't play those pranks with him. Instead, he will disgrace you, unless you want to face a disgrace.
So the guy,
this one that he's the one leading, and he's very important to him.
Yeah.
If you play pranks, he will disgrace you.
Yeah. You know, so obviously that was impressive. The guy said that everything is clearly showing the level of Nigerian justice system that is very discriminatory. You know, some are terrorists who have blood on their hands and continue. No, it's not like what they did or what they've done before. No, till this day they continue, and they are allowed to walk freely, hold a meeting with government officials, and they came armed, and they will lift armed, fully armed, sometimes way more sophisticated weapons than the government, and they know where they are, they know where they're coming from. And a man who just...
Everywhere. Look at tear gas everywhere.
Oh, okay. You know, so it's incredible. Absolutely incredible. Yeah, a man who nobody seen that kind of brandish weapon. No, nowhere. You know, as Asarudo was brandishing weapon, we saw it. The terrorists are brandishing weapon everywhere, buying people openly. You know, a man who was in the UK and in Kenya nobody, and that is one of the reasons why there's nothing to try him on, because he did nothing in all the should I say the two areas. He acted within his right, you know, because the right of self-defense is permissible in every law, every law possible, and the right to agitate for freedom is also, you know. So obviously that's why they can't try him on anything. Therefore, he should be let go. But they don't want to let go because they want him to put down on a piece of paper that Biafra should be, you know, abandoned. And it's not going to happen. That is not going to happen. Because this is also his right. It's the right of people to determine. So if you are scared that because if they are allowed to vote referendum that they will leave, then it simply means that you are holding them captive. So then it's captivity. So then it's a hostage. It's kidnap. If the Nigerian government fears that if they give Biafran referendum, which of course they know that people, they will vote overwhelmingly to leave. Who want to be in hell while on earth? You know? So they know that people, in spite of what Anosike, the Anosike was asked one time that, you know, hypothetically, they asked him if Biafrans are given the opportunity to vote in referendum, whether to leave or to stay. Anosike said that they will vote to stay in Nigeria. You remember that?
Yes.
Yeah, but he was just merely deceiving himself because he was just being mischievous. Everybody know that it will be like 99.9% will vote to leave. So, but they are refusing to give people that chance. And again, like I say, the interpretation is that you've decided to continue to hold them hostage. How can you hold me hostage and expect me to love you at the same time? You kidnap me, I expect me to love you. It's not going to happen.
It's not happening.
What do?
So it's so sad. It's so sad that we found ourselves in this zoological republic where they do not know the value to human life. They don't have value to human being.
Matthews.
Human being. Yeah.
You know, there's something that Soludo said that I find very, very mischievous. You know, when he said that nobody is more Igbo than the other, that when the time comes, they will sit down and discuss it because that Igbos need Nigeria, Nigeria need Igbos. Now, you see the evilness of the guy, because what he's supposed to do would have been, he would have been one of those championing it and say, release Nnamdi Kanu and let us as Biafran have a referendum if we want to stay in Nigeria or not to stay. Because
but that, do you know that word was a direct attack to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu?
Of 100%, everybody knows.
And nobody is more Igbo than the others. It's a direct attack to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Because they are jealous. They are jealous of Nnamdi Kanu.
Very, very jealous. He can't even hide his own jealousy.
Yeah, exactly. They are jealous of, if you want to know who Nnamdi Kanu is, if you want to know the position, the power that Nnamdi Kanu wield in the context of Ndi Igbo, go and listen to Dan Olasi. You know Dan Olasi?
Yes.
Yeah. He said that there's nobody, not in my own world, nobody come even close to Nnamdi Kanu in terms of in terms of acceptability, in terms of likeness or whatever. Nobody alive, nobody. So Dan Olasi, oh my goodness. He said that they are scared. Dan Olasi said that these guys are scared. All these Soludos and Omahi and the rest of them, they are scared of Nnamdi Kanu's power. They are scared. They know that this is a man who can make it happen, who can say, stop to sit at home and everybody will obey. Who can say, stop with this, everybody will obey. They know that. And it's a gift. It's not born out of mere sheer or physical power. No, it's a gift. So that is what Soludo in particular is very jealous about when he said nobody is more Igbo than the other. So he feels like Nnamdi Kanu has become more Igbo.
Yeah. He couldn't hide his own jealousy. He couldn't hide it.
Yeah.
Mad people everywhere.
How dare we?
It is so sad. It is so sad what we found out. That is what the British have created. And this is what they are doing now. They are just playing the role that the British gave them to play.
Mm-hmm.
They are just doing exactly what the British wanted them to do. The reason why they created this contraption called Nigeria. There is no other reason except that. That is the only reason they put us together to fight ourselves. Why they continue to take your resources. You will be busy challenging each other, busy talking about each other, fighting each other, and they will be busy. They will be busy dealing with you, taking your resources.
Yeah.
The same thing is what is happening today. Nigeria is in the same system against Biafrans. That is why you see Biafrans today. People will go on their platform. Instead of you to speak about the problem of your people, you are busy attacking your brother, your sister, from morning till night. From morning till night, it is calling your brother name, calling your sister name. From morning till night, you will spend hours on live program. You cannot even talk about your enemy. Your own major problem is your own brother and your own sister. Yeah. And you feel it's okay. After doing that, you go back and you watch your camera, your video. You feel happy. I don't know how they feel. Those people, when you finish do your program, you go back and look at the program you did, and you applaud yourself and say you have done very well today. People are busy creating one faction or the other. People are busy trying to create strong men and strong women up and down. Everybody trying to be the actor. You want to let it, they say, "Now me do this one. I am the one that did this." Yeah. Every day, the only thing you will see, I am the one that did this because I did this. I deserve everybody to be under me. I am the one that did this because I did this. Everybody should obey me and clap for me. Yeah. While the enemy is there, you are busy winning arguments. While war is going on, you are losing a war. While you are busy focusing on ordinary arguments, you are losing a very big war. The war that we are supposed to fight, we are losing it. And nobody is paying attention. We prefer argument every day. Every day, argument about ourselves. And that is what Nigerian government want. Once they see you people attacking yourself, doing this, they go and sleep now. There's no job now. Work is finished. You've done the work for them. What's the essence of them disturbing themselves again? You've done it for them. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu put his own life on the line for all of us. put his own life on the line for all of us. Put his own life on the line. In the midst of all things, a man that can live a very good life anytime, any day, anywhere he wants to be, he'll be there. They have offered him everything. He refused. The least you can do is to support him. Obey simple instruction from him and support him. Look at how people who are not even Biafran are confessing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They confess his good work. They tell you how nice he is, what he has done, and how they have been with him. And now look at, this is the lockdown of today. I think this is lockdown of Vanguard. Look at this, a report from Vanguard newspaper. This criminal Vanguard.
You said what?
Report from Vanguard. He said, Omoyele locked down at shops, schools, banks closed.
Omoyele.
This one is Omoyele. This picture is, Vanguard reported it.
Okay, well, because today is the usual sit at home too, right?
Today is our normal Monday sit at home. Today is NSAS Remembrance Day. And today is nationwide total lockdown.
So everything seems so like, coordinated or collaborated together.
Today. That is why I say if Nigeria were to be a country,
this is it. Yeah.
Opportunity to change everything. Everybody will unite under one umbrella of
exactly.
Under one umbrella of justice.
Yeah.
NSAS is about justice. Our statute is about justice. Every other thing you're talking about is about justice.
Wow.
So why won't everybody come out and support this?
The whole three objective collided today. Our sit at home that has been going on for years is today. Then the NSAS anniversary is today. Then the releasing Nnamdi Kanu's protest is also today. So obviously this would have been it in a normal if Nigeria was a country. But again, like you said, we know it's not a country, So everything is.
The most painful one is not even about Nigeria. Do you know there are some people who claim to be in this Biafra struggle that they didn't talk about this very protest?
Yeah.
They didn't care to post or share anything about it.
Yeah.
My brother Christian, sincerely within yourself, do you think that if Mazi Simon ever was around, that he will be silent in this very protest?
Yeah, well, I tried to say it before. There's one brother that came in and goes away now. He said it's not what we should be talking today. That when are you going to talk? Let me tell you, Rachus, yeah. Oh, if Gumike, when it comes to Ndibuan, if you want to Gumike, the fact that we are so willingly ready to, how can I put it now? It's like I have now going for the most part. I have now go either you see that maybe some of us, not all, but some of us maybe we are not knowledgeable enough, or
we are one thing, my brother Christian, we are going to deal on that program in detail. I just talk about it. So just by talk about it and we go on. A time will come when we will have that program.
Yeah, because